so fancy-free. Nobody you meet could ever see the loneliness there.
Doesn't it make you feel good? I'm surrounded by seekers, and all together as one say, hello, Dennis.
Hello,
Dennis. Lovely to have you in the studio. I've got a question for you all. Where did the name come from?
Well, Keith and I were walking down the street. I might have been in South Yarra in the city one day, and we just formed this little folky group, morphing out of a bebop group that Keith and I had called the Escorts, and we were playing some folky music with Bruce and another mate of ours called Ken Ray, and we decided the group needed a name. So we thought the two folkiest names at the time we could think of were the Seekers or the Searchers, so we tossed a coin, and thank God it came down the Seekers.
Yes.
That's right, otherwise we'd have run into all sorts of
There was
strife
a bit
in
of
England.
confusion, though. The Searchers were very big when we arrived in England. So when we used to get to a television station, they'd think, oh, well, the Seekers are probably 4 boys as well, so I'd get allocated a space in the boys' dressing room, which was quickly corrected once to putting me in with Tom Jones instead, which was very nice.
It's nice for Tom as well, actually, Tom.
That was most unusual.
Thank you. Bruce, you haven't lost it. The 50 years. Jeremy Cooley said to me just before the news, he said, how many bands have been around for 50 years? Have you done it?
None that we know in their original lineup.
We're claiming it, actually, and we're waiting to be shot down. But as far as we can tell, Dennis, we are the only band from that era still working and recording and performing with the original lineup.
And I'd like to correct that. We think it's the only band from that era who were chart-topping, who are still alive.
Still alive,
Whether
yes.
or not we still perform almost
Yes.
is incidental.
Yes.
The fact is we're actually alive.
Alive. That's
And
right.
healthy enough to be
Yes.
going on stage in May.
Isn't it marvellous? When I saw it on the news last night, I thought, gee, that is very exciting. So the carnival never is over.
Well, the music's never over, Dennis. So I think we were so lucky to get those beautiful songs. It took us out of being just a folky, bluesy, jazzy, gospel-y group out of Melbourne, suddenly landing in England, and the songs took us over the divide, and those beautiful songs live on. And that's why we're going out to say thank you. In this day and age, you're so connected with your fans through the internet. And we've got our website up for the 50th, theseekers50th.com, dare I say. And we're getting massive response already just after the last few days, and from a 60-minute show we did a couple of weeks ago. It's just instant now, isn't it? And you would know that as well as anybody, mate. They're there.
It is amazing. When you went to England, it was. Were you going at the invitation of anyone when you went over by ship?
No. We went purely to have 10-week kind of holiday, I think, and I didn't think we had any notion that we'd get work in particular, but we did very quickly, and we stayed all 4 years on and off.
Was Eddie Jarrett one of the people who found you over there or helped you?
He was the one. He was. We sent on the advice of Horry Dargy, Athol put together a little package of our Last in Melbourne Tonight show and our W&G album, and apparently it was shown to several agents in the great organisation where Horry said to address the package. But it wasn't until the weekend was over that Eddie Jarrett came back from being on the continent, and he saw it, and he thought we had a lot of potential. So he's the one who booked us straight into, well, first of all, a television show the night after we arrived, and Variety Theatre up in Blackpool.
He's a lovely man. I met him when I went to England, and he introduced me to Tom Springfield.
You're joking. Did you not?
wonderful.
No song? Tom didn't have a song for you?
He did, but we didn't end up doing it.
Oh, golly gosh. That's a miracle. We didn't know that.
Don't look at me like I'm an idiot, Judith.
No,
I probably should have. And I agree with you.
And that's a wonderful connection. And
Yeah, it is a
why
good
you didn't
connection.
like the song? Wasn't you? It was
Yes, it was called A World of Our Own, I think.
Yeah, that's
wasn't
what it is.
Yes,
Now, what was it?
The sequel.
What was the song?
I
'Cause
can't
we'd
remember.
like-
Can't remember. And also a Bruce Welsh song.
Is that
okay.
right? Oh,
Anyway,
that's
what I did
wonderful.
talk about me. The tour. Is there a tour?
yes, indeed.
Oh, yes. Oh,
When?
yes.
May, all of May. in
14
Australia.
May, Hamer Hall.
Beautiful.
How's that?
The new Hamer Hall.
The new Hamer Hall. It's
Where we had our
beautiful.
birthday yesterday.
What do you think? What do you think the punters who come along to see you? What do you think? Do they want to hear? And will you be doing anything new?
Well, the 2 new tracks, of course, because the Golden Jubilee album is literally only just out and is nearly in the top 20. We're holding our breath. But we've recorded 2 tracks especially for it. So the first 2 tracks are Silver Threads and Golden Needles, which the Springfields, of course, had a big hit with. And In My Life, which everybody knows
beautiful.
is a Beatles song. But for us, it's a particularly reflective lyric, In My Life, because we're now 50 years later. And so we've done a lovely film clip using some of the footage that Keith did on his home movie camera. And it's just taken us right back down memory lane.
It could be called, the tour could be called In My Life in a way, because it is going to be very reflective. We've got videos and clips. And
beautiful.
And people, as you know, when you go out, I mean, people love to hear the stories behind what you've done. You know, in short excerpts, you know, they feel as if they're even more part of your life when you present yourselves like
So
that.
when you're playing, is there anyone got arthritis, or are there any? Is there anything stopping you doing what you're doing?
Well, it's under control.
Yeah.
We've got
We're all on medication for various things.
You have your own nurse.
Yes, we
so
do. That's
what
right.
body parts going to eat today.
Yes, we have our carers outside the stage door these days.
I don't think I mentioned 96900 693 if you'd like to ask a question to the Seekers. 96900 693 13 13 32. This is probably a silly question, but given that you're all in good health, why couldn't you be doing a 55th, or when will the time come is probably the question.
When will the time come to say the carnival really is over? Is that what you mean? Well, look, you know, we only heard today that in 40 years' time everybody's going to live to 110 or 120 or something. So there's every chance in another 25 years we'll be doing our 75th.
Yeah.
And I'll be interviewing you.
I think the answer is, why do you do it? Because you can. And if you can't do it, you don't. But look, the audience is out there, as we know, young people as well. And, you know, through Judith's website and Facebook over the years, up until the time we set our own up now to interface correctly, you know, people out there still want to see the music, and the response we've had over the last week or so says they want to see it live. So,
have you all wanted to follow at different points in your careers to go off on a solo sort of journey?
Well, certainly Keith and me, both of us. But Bruce does some
we've all
big
had
things too, don't you? And Athel's got a little band going now.
yeah,
So we've all
Athel
done-
and friends, music. I wouldn't go on my own. I mean, you know, an evening of bass solos is not very exciting.
I'd be there. I'd be in the front row for you.
I'd love that.
Thank you,
It'd be
Dennis.
very basic.
But not only that, Athel does a mean bumble boogie on the piano, so I reckon he could mix
the old
it up a
hands
bit.
probably wouldn't handle it these days. But
Judy, who would you like to ask a question to?
Well, the group,
Yes.
Okay.
Hello,
I want to
Judy.
know if they've got Break These Chains and Reunion on a CD, and if not, why not?
Oh, glory.
Stern listener here.
No,
Yeah.
Break These Chains. No, actually, Reunion, I have to say, actually morphed into I'm Australian, didn't it, Bruce? Yeah, because it's the first few
Anthemic.
bars of Reunion are...
I've never really thought of it that way.
It is.
All right,
That's true.
okay.
It's a discovery.
I'll have to think about that.
So, Judy, in a manner of speaking, yes, we have both of those on, but they're not called Break These Chains and Reunion.
If ever, Bruce Woodley, we need a new national anthem, you've already written it. With Dope Newton, we are one, we are many.
Yeah,
And
look,
from all the
that's,
lands on earth we come. Could there be
That's right.
anything better?
Great
look, that
lyric.
song is what it is. People can make of it what they will. I'm happy it's just out there, and it obviously has resonated with a lot of people, and whether it becomes an anthem or not is irrelevant.
When it's played or sung at citizenship ceremonies, it's spectacular.
And Dennis, you didn't make it clear. The listeners may not realise that Bruce did write it. Yes, it's an amazing achievement, isn't it?
With Dope Newton, am I right?
Yes,
So
correct.
We played it with other songs with the Andre Rieu tour and with an orchestra behind it. It's just sends the shivers up your back. It's just a great anthem.
Wayne, good afternoon.
Afternoon. Thanks, Dennis, and congratulations, Seekers, on your 50 years.
Thank you,
Thank
Wayne.
you.
Thank you, Wayne.
Long-time fan, child of the 60s, so
Good.
grew up with you. All the concerts since you 25 years, and saw you with Andre.
Oh,
wonderful.
okay.
I had to wait a couple of hours because I'm not a big Andre fan, but it was well worth it. all your Melbourne concerts over the reunion years, and Judith, I saw you earlier this year. You were fabulous.
Thank you very much.
And can't wait to book, so
Thank you,
I'm
Wayne.
raring to go. But I do have one question.
Yes.
I remember as a little boy, and I was probably 6 at the time, being woken up early one morning, and it was when the 67, I think it was, Montreal Expo was on.
Yeah.
And we were like, I remember Mum waking us up before school. It's on the black and white TV. Has that ever been, film ever been kept of that? Or
No, it's
Yes.
it's on
Think so.
YouTube, I think. Somebody's put it up there.
haven't we?
We
in
have.
our archives. Yeah.
Yes. It would have been 3 a.m., you know. Because it was the very first time there'd been a satellite broadcast around the world into Australia.
That's right.
So
First
it was
time.
a big day, and a big day for the Seekers. We were so proud to be representing Australia over there. And Rolf Harris was over there, and they had a sheep shearing display and wood
wonderful.
chopping.
Yeah, Donnie Burrows and the gang. Yeah,
Yes.
it was a wonderful.
Normie
wonderful
Rowe.
time. Normie Rowe.
Yes, Bobby
yeah.
Lim.
Bobby
in
Lim.
fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, very,
And the
very
guys.
exciting time
Up
for us.
goes Australia.
We could,
That's right.
we could reminisce all afternoon,
We
except
could.
you don't know, but you have to go 1 minute ago.
Oh, no, Dennis.
So
All too
I apologise
soon.
if I've held you up.
No,
It's
no.
lovely to see you all.
Good on you, Dennis.
Yeah.
The Seekers' 50th birthday celebration at theseekers.com.au.
Do Seekers 50.
Seekers50th.com.
And Facebook, the Seekers official Facebook page now, Dennis, too.
Congratulations,
Thank you,
and
Dennis.
let me just say, continued success.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
Dennis.
Dennis.
Lovely
Lovely
to
to
see
see
you.
you.
Good on you. Thank you, mate.
Say goodbye, my own true lover, as we sing a lover's song. How it breaks my heart to leave you. Now the carnival is gone.
High above, the dawn is waking, and my tears are falling rain for the